Here we have geometry problem. Okay, there is a figure given over here. In this figure, we have to find the perimeter of the quadrilateral JLNH. Okay, to get the perimeter of a quadrilateral, what I need to do is I have to add the lengths of all the four sides of the given quadrilateral. So, okay, I know the length of the side JL, that is 9.5 units, but I do not know the length of the side LN. But I know the length of the side HN, that is 6.5 units, and also I know the length of the side HJ, that is 7.7 units. Okay, now my aim is to get the length of this side Ln, so that I'll be able to get the perimeter of the quadrilateral by adding the lengths of all the four sides. Okay, to solve this problem, okay, let's understand a concept. Let me consider a circle, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw two tangents to this circle from an external point. External point means a point which is outside of the circle. So now I'm going to, let's say this is a point A, and now I'm going to draw two tangents to the circle from the point, external point A. So this is the first tangent, and let me draw another tangent from the same external point A to the circle. This is a second tangent. Okay, now let's say this is point B at the point where the first tangent touches a circle, and let's say this is a point C. So that is the point at where the second tangent touches a circle. So whenever I draw two tangents to a circle from the same external point, like what I've done over here, so the lengths of the two tangents must be equal. That is, the length of the tangent AB and the length of the tangent AC must be equal. Okay, now I'm going to apply this concept in our problem to solve, to find the perimeter of the quadrilateral. Okay, here N is the external point to the circle what we have over here, and NM is the tangent drawn from the external point N to the circle, and NO is also the tangent drawn to the circle from the same external point N. Just now we saw the concept. So when we draw two tangents to a circle from the same external point, the lengths of the two tangents must be equal. So the length of the tangent NM and the length of the tangent NO must be equal. Already we know that the length of the tangent NM is 3.6. That is, the length means like the distance between the external point at the point of tangent C. Okay, the same length 3.6 units will have for the tangent NO. So 3.6. Okay, now I got the length of the tangent NO. Then what is the length of this HO? So already we know that the total length of NH is 6.5. Okay, to get the length of this for HO, I have to subtract this 3.6 from this total length of 6.5. When I subtract this 3.6 from this 6.5, I am getting 2.9. So the length of the tangent HO drawn from the external point H to the circle is 2.9. And HI is a tangent drawn from the same external point H to the circle. So since the length of the tangent HO is 2.9, the length of the tangent HI also must be 2.9. Now, what is the length of the tangent J, which is drawn from the external point J to the circle? So for that, we have to subtract this 2.9 from the 7.7. See, because the total length of this HJ is 7.7. If this part is 2.9, to get the length of this part, I have to subtract this 2.9 from 7.7. When I subtract 2.9 from 7.7, I'm getting 4.8. So the length of the tangent J, which is drawn to the circle from the external point J, is 4.8. Then the length of the tangent drawn to the circle from the same external point J, that is JK, also must have the same length, that is 4.8. Okay, what must be the length of this tangent LK? So because the total length of JL is 9.5 and this length is 4.5, to get the length of this LK, what I need to do is I have to subtract this 4.8 from this 9.5. When I subtract 4.8 from 9.5, I am getting 4.7. Okay, L is the external point. We have drawn two tangents to the circle LK and LM from the same external point L. So these two tangents must be having the same length. Since we have the length for LK, since we have 4.7 as length for LK, the same length we have for the other tangent LM. Okay, now, so the length of this part, that is LM, is 4.7. The length of the part MN is 3.6. So to get the total length of LN, what I need to do is I have to add this 3.6 and 4.7. So when I add 3.6 and 4.7, I am getting 8.3. Okay, I got the length of the side LN of the quadrilateral, that is 8.3 units. Okay, now I know the lengths of all the four sides of the quadrilateral. Now I can find the perimeter of the quadrilateral. So that is equal to, we have to add the lengths of all the four sides, that is JL, positive LN, positive NH, positive HJ. So the length of JL is 9.5 units, and the length of this LN, just now we got it, that is 8.3. and the length of this NH is 6.5, already given in the question, and the length of this HJ is 7.7, that's already given in the question. Okay, now when I add these four values, I am getting 32. So the perimeter of the quadrilateral JLNH is 32 units.